Kikubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan ra ashapi dak Orange Nissan Looms Hope Ho near Fire Brigade Shillong. Ringkat bat ka M Crown Hotel Kendailat Shillong. Ka Three Olives Restaurant. Balak play nakbantaban Shakriya P. Hapo ka jingada jong ka Bio Bubble Antivirus Coating. Ringkat ka Cosmic Kingdom. Ka Jakai Lekai Bapaw ha Shillong. Balayada na ka Bio Bubble Antivirus Coating. Balale da ka Meva Enterprise.
Menteri Rangba jong ka Sorkar jela Konrad Kongkel Sangma. Ulaong banadu mentau snem kan sadono ke mandatory skill training program. Ha kababaro ki Samla ki day bandon la ki jong ki jing tebet. Lyngba ka training lani ka jing pentebet. Kani kan ledru sha ki shlem traikam ki bashimet lani ki private sector. Kadaw bala thau yegani ka policy ka Thymmai kaday namar ka jing kerdo kampalan. Yakani Menteri Rangba ula keren ha ka arpu artrik ukalalengkot arajar arpuway ha ka jingpli pajba ya ka campus ka Thymmai jong ka Industrial Training Institute lani ka ITI Sorkar ka bahap hapo ka jingpenyai jong ka Directorate of Employment and Craftsman Training Labor Department. Hagani ka sngi la sanran lang ya Menteri Rangba da usembut Menteri Rangba jong ka Sorkar jela uba preston tinsong uba badru ya ka tenat labor. Haka jingedon lang jong uba balajit kupar senrem, MLA ke Shela constituency, uba Gavin M. Mlim, MLA ke Sorkar constituency, bat kiway hiken rem kinlindan.
As you are aware, technical and vocational education and training is a very important aspect in youth development. It aims to provide lifelong learning opportunities, develop a healthy attitude among students towards work and life, enhance student employability, and reduce the mismatch between demand and supply. We are happy that under the Directorate of DECT Labor Department, through this program, we have been able to intervene in 8 ITIs across the state, and today is a milestone because this is the first one that we are inaugurating. There are others still to be inaugurated, and this, I'm sure, will be a game changer for youth employability and entrepreneurship. So as far as ITI Sorkar is concerned, this scheme was initiated in the year 2016 and the work was allotted for an amount of 3.73 crores. And also, under the Enhancing Skill Development Infrastructure in North-Eastern States, we had a convergence in this scheme with an amount of about 95 lakhs. The ITI Sorkar commenced in the year 2011 from a rented space with only one trade, and that is wireman, and only 12 trainees. And then eventually we had another trade the next year in 2012 with plumbing with 9 trainees. Today, with the new facility which was shifted in November 2020, in spite of the challenges of the pandemic, we have managed to complete and shift to this new campus. The capacity has increased to 132 and the number of trainees have also increased from 6 trainees only in 2015 to more than 100 today.
It just gives me an enlightenment that just now our Chief Secretary, Additional Chief Secretary has said in 2011, 2015, we had just 6 trainees and now 132. Thinking about it, what can we do from here on ahead? When we took a tour in the campus, principal stated that as of now there are 6 courses and in each course around 20 to 24 trainees are there. And when you look at it, in the long run, each of these trainees, after passing out from this institute, what can they do for our society as well as for our state as a whole? Going back a few years ago, take it 10, 15 years ago, we have limited people or youth who are skilled in various fields. But coming to this day, I think and I see that in the years to come, more and more youths will come up having their own different set of skills, which will, in a way, help with the social interactions, with buildings, development, or any other skills required in order to further the careers.
We never wanted to specialize to whatever we learned. I think this is the drawback that we have till today, I should say. So I'm so happy our Honorable Chief Minister, he has inaugurated today your training center. All these years, you was on rented small house. And today, you are in your own house, in your own campus. And I'm also happy to learn from one trade, we increase now to 6 trades. And in the years come, I would like to make sure that not less than 13 trades, as already mentioned by our additional Chief Secretary. Here is the opportunity to all young men and women. I'm so delighted to honor our friends has just completed their courses, and the success stories, as already mentioned, is so huge. So I think this is an inspiration to others. Therefore, I would like to say, let us not be called as jack of all trades, but let us be called from now on, we are master. The Vice Principal, he just said, one of the trade, which is known as masonry, just few trainees taken up this course.
Friends, we have a population of roughly 12 lakh youth between the age of 15 and 30, which makes up about 31% of our population. So that's roughly 1/3, that's about 12 lakh youth who are there in our state. We roughly have approximately 50,000 plus, it could be plus minus, but 50,000 plus individuals who enter the workforce in Meghalaya every year, which means we need to create jobs for 50,000 plus people every year. So what our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister just mentioned to you, that the employment situation that we face as a state is very challenging. We are a young country and we are a young state that has got its advantages, but it always does come with its challenges. So having a young population means we have a young workforce, means we have the power of the youth to drive the growth engine of our state and of our country. The challenge is to be able to channelize it in the right way. The challenge is to be able to create the infrastructure, create the environment, and create the ecosystem so that these youth can actually be a force and push our economy and our country and our state forward. Therefore, these ITIs that have come up today, or this particular ITI that has been inaugurated today, is one step in that direction. There's a lot more to be done. But the idea and the entire point that we are at least moving forward is something that we should be proud of and we must congratulate the team that has made this possible. We will be able to train approximately 100 plus youth, about 132 youths every year in a center like this. So therefore, when we see that we have a requirement of 50,000 new jobs every year, we realize that it's not enough. And therefore, as a government, we are working towards ensuring that the right policies are created to be able to overcome this massive challenge that we have. And let me tell you, the situation is going to get more and more difficult as we go along. If any one of you has seen the bar chart of the population trend of Meghalaya, you will see that 0 to 5 is the highest. We have about 5 lakh children. 5 to 10, we have about 4.5, 4 plus lakh children. 10 to 15, we have about 3.5, 4 lakh children. So the population trend is in a descending manner, which means as time goes, we will need more ITIs. As time goes, we will need more jobs. We will need more places to train our youth. And if we don't have the right policy now, it will be difficult to match this challenge 5 years, 10 years down the line. That is why this is the right time to come out with the right policies. We may be in fact a bit too late also, but then we need to start somewhere. So therefore, I'm very happy that these ITIs has come up. As Honorable Deputy CM had mentioned, this is not enough. We need more different lines and trades. We need a bigger place. We need more of these centers to come up. Apart from this, I'm also happy to inform you that along with these ITIs, the government of Meghalaya plans to, in the next financial year, that is 2021-22, we plan to come out with a policy to provide mandatory training and skills to our youth. We most probably will be one of the few states, or maybe the first state in the country, that will come out with a mandatory skill training program for the youth, which means every youth must possess a skill. It could be anything, but you must possess a skill. As was being mentioned by our MLA from Sorkar, that we have an unemployment issue. But as we have seen in the analysis that takes place for the youth, unemployment is one issue, unemployability is another issue. Therefore, while the education goes on, you do get educated, but you may not be employable at the end. Therefore, skills is important to make you employable with a qualification. So with this objective in mind, Government of Meghalaya will start this program, and we may start with a number of approximately 1 lakh every year. And then this will continue, and we will target a certain age group to be able to complete this within a certain time frame. What is also very exciting about this project and this program that we plan is that apart from the ITIs that are going to provide the training, we will be giving the training facilities or the opportunities to private sector also. So if you are a person who is excited about or knows about electrification and electricity and masonry training and all, you could set up your own training center. And Government of Meghalaya will pay you for every student that you train every month. So there will be a 6-month program or 8-month, we are still trying to work out the details. But this is a project or the program that we have in mind. And as I mentioned, the entire logistics behind, or the logic, behind why we're doing this is because we realize that as time goes by, the unemployment scenario is going to get more and more.